Need you, yeah, I really do. Tell me what to do. Okay. Tell me what to do. Okay. Tell me what to do. All I know is hit the mall and see what damage.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Hannahburnellw and welcome back to my channel. And if you already read the title, then you know what we're gonna get into today. But first, make sure you hit that subscribe button, please. Please, y'all watch the videos anyway. Just hit the subscribe button, become part of the family. Yeah, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every time I post a video on this channel, as well as make sure y'all follow me on all forms of social media at Hannahburnellw. That's Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. I actually have a new TikTok. It's Hannahburnellw2 because my first one I got banned from TikTok. So without any explanation or anything, I got banned. So, and I didn't even post videos for real. And I'm kind of mad because some of those videos on that channel 8, but whatever, on that channel, on that page 8, but it's okay. I'm starting over. And my new TikTok is going to be more like thoughts and feels versus like review, not necessarily not reviews of things, but it's more like thoughts and feels and just like opinions and things like that. It's not going to be like actual platformed setup content like all the other TikToks because I don't think I care that much. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about unnecessary Apple purchases that are low-key necessary. And I'm going to start off with my most recent purchase because I've talked about it a couple times in videos. I lied. It's not my most recent purchase, but I'm going to start off with the AirPod Maxes. I got mine in the color silver. I'll take my case off. See, I got it in color silver because I wanted it to be adaptable to whatever color I want to make it. And of course, I got them some silicone covers off of Amazon. But let me tell you something. As somebody that's hearing impaired, these headphones are amazing. I have about a total 60% hearing loss now. My right ear was the one that was so bad that it had to get worked on, and like I can hear better in this ear now, but sometimes I still have a habit of being dominant to my left ear because I was born with the least amount of defects in this ear. So like if you whispering in this ear, I can't hear you. And even though I'm right hand dominated, like my phone is always on this side of my head because I can hear out of it. But these headphones are really, really cool. Now I will tell you what doesn't work for me is the spatial audio because I cannot hear, is it that, or is that the one where it alternates from one ear to the other? Like when you turn, yeah, spatial audio. Like when you turn your head and certain sounds are supposed to be louder based on where you turn your head or whatever. That doesn't work for me. That doesn't work for me because I can't tell the difference because I can't fucking hear. But what I do like about these headphones is that, of course, I just burped. Of course, I like the transparency mode because it kind of like magnifies sound for me and I'm able to hear things that I normally wouldn't hear at a higher volume or just like regular conversation at a higher volume. No, I'm not walking around wearing these all the time. I do wear them in the office when I'm like editing or listening to my book or something like that. These are super great for the gym, even though I haven't tried them out in the gym yet. But yeah, I absolutely love the fact that I can put transparency mode on and be crazy aware of my surroundings because with these off, I would not be able to hear what I'm hearing. And also, so in terms of like accessibility, if you are hearing impaired or have some type of hearing disability that you're not like 100% or like legally deaf, even though I'm like 10 points away from being legally deaf, I would suggest investing in these or something like these because baby, love that. I know hearing aids are an option, but it basically does, to me, from the hearing aid that I have, it basically does the same thing that my hearing aid does. So I like that. And also noise cancellation, be extra noise cancellated when you have these on. Like I can sit by the engine of a plane and not hear nothing. But again, I can already barely hear. So, but I think these are like a not necessary. These are definitely an unnecessary purchase, but they're worth the spending the money for. So I'm pro AirPod Maxes. If y'all have a different opinion, please let me know down below in the comments. But these is their big one, okay? These are their big one. The second thing I'm going to talk about is something that I don't necessarily think is a unnecessary purchase. It can be either or. It just really depends on how you live your life. And then with all the information that has come out about how inaccurate the information is when you work out, like calorie counting and all that type of stuff, you may not want to invest in this. But the second thing I got was an Apple Watch. I did get the one with cellular connection, and I got it through my provider. I'm an AT&T girl, so I got it through AT&T. I do have a different band on here. I did get the pink one, but I just put a different band and a different, this is like, it's got a screen protector and whatever this silicone case is, I put that on there because I want it to be black. I don't know why I just didn't order a black watch, but yeah. So what I can say about this is I am a person who's in places where phones are often not allowed, but like nobody is checking for a digital watch with cellular anything. There may be times where I am in the gallery at the legislature, at the state capitol, or I'm in meetings or things like that where I could see this coming in handy for. It has already come in handy for many meetings because my friends have Apple Watches already and they be texting each other in group chats, and TTB left out. Yeah, I'm saying friends, but like coworkers too. Like my boss, literally, like Arika has an Apple Watch and she be looking like she's gonna deactivate a bomb on her wrist, but she be texting. And there are times when you literally just cannot be on your phone, but you can be on a watch. This past a couple weekends ago when I was in Tunica for a conference, even though the cell reception was terrible, when I was in sessions, I didn't really want to be on my phone. I opted to just take my leave my watch out where I could get to it, obviously because it's on my wrist, but I would leave my phone in my purse or leave it in a bag or something, so I didn't have to like look like I'm on my bag, but look like I'm on my bag, look like I'm on my phone. But yeah, this watch, I wouldn't say it's a unnecessary purchase because it really depends on you and the situation that you need. It works for me. But I would not, even for me, I wouldn't say this was a unnecessary purchase for me. But I had an Apple Watch prior to this. This is my OG Apple Watch from back in the day. And I believe it's a 38 millimeter cast, which is way smaller than this one. I believe this one is like 40, it's 40 something. It don't have the information on the back. No, well, it does, but I put this on here. But, yeah, and I remember really liking this watch. I obviously got the OG watch, and this was the Apple Watch 2 in sport, with the sports whatever, so that I could work out with it, which is the whole reason I wanted the watch, because that's when the Fitbits and everything were coming out. And so with this new bigger watch, I did get it with the same intentions to be able to monitor myself while I'm in the gym, but the cellular capability just makes it a better purchase. You can definitely get watches without cellular capability, but in the year of 2024, I don't see why you would only rely on Bluetooth or Wi-Fi to operate this watch. You're crazy. And these are this is the original wristband that came with it. See, it's pink, and the watch itself, the body itself is pink, but I put black on it because I'm crazy. Okay, the next two unnecessary purchases are one and the same kind of, but obviously is my iPad. I freaking love this thing. I am an iPad kid. I've been an iPad kid. You see how dirty and dusty this is? That's gross. I need to wipe this off. But I'm an iPad kid, okay? All of these are finger smudges or smudges from my Apple Pencil because I use the heck out of my iPad. You know, when I first got it, Robert swore that I was never going to use this thing, but I edit my videos on here because it's more convenient for me and I can do it anywhere. I don't put a lot of things on this iPad. Like, it doesn't have a super ton of apps or anything. Most of it has to do with YouTube or there are like movies or whatever, movie apps, streaming apps on here. For when I'm at work, So like I got Peacock and a couple other things because I don't have a TV in my office and I'm not going to go to the conference room to watch TV. So I have some things like that on here too, but mostly everything on here has something to do with content creating. And I'm in my iPad all the time. I be sad when my iPad is not charged because the way I be on it. So yeah, this for me was a super unnecessary purchase. Because I've been wanting a new iPad since I can't even remember. My first iPad was an iPad mini. And then I don't know if it was, I know it was stolen, but like by who really? When I was in Atlanta, and I was very sad because my modeling resume was on that iPad and I didn't have it anywhere else. A lot of my OG modeling pictures were also on that iPad and they were nowhere else. So like I lost a lot of content between 2012 and 2018 because I was seriously working back then as a model. But and I can't remember everything to write it down to try to recreate that. But my grandmother opted to give me her iPad mini because she didn't use it at the time. And now she has an iPad and she uses it and it's like a brand new iPad. But yeah, so, and her iPad was an iPad mini. So I got this iPad. It's a 10th generation, and I've talked about this iPad before. It's a 10th gen in the color watermelon, I believe, which is the pink one, because obviously if I'm going to get a new iPad, it's going to be pink. Let's be so for real. That's my life now. And this is definitely a 10 out of 10 unnecessary purchase. I also heard that you could record off this iPad. I've never tried to actually record a video on here, but I heard that that's a thing now, so I don't know. I may just hook it up some type of way to my camera so I can see myself take pictures when I go take pictures in public. But this iPad, let me tell you something. Yes, ma'am. Very much so demure, okay? So, and I also got it through AT&T, and it does have cellular capability as well because I wanted to be able to use it wherever, period, like a phone. So yeah, super love this. Very much so a unnecessary purchase for me if I'm going to spend the money. Or if you're going to spend the money, I would suggest getting an iPad. Especially if you're into content creating. This is like a cheat code to editing content for me because I couldn't continue to edit videos on my phone, even though it's you know, it's easier to do it that way, but I won't say easier, it's convenient. It's not easy, but it's convenient to do it all in one place. But this is so much better for me, and I'm getting my money's worth out of this iPad, trust and believe. The next thing that I have is, of course, my pencil. Okay, so this I believe is a 2nd generation iPencil. And I'm not gonna lie, when Steve Jobs got on that stage, and this is very telling about how old I am because that man has been dead for a long time. When Steve Jobs got on that stage and said Apple will never have a stylus, and then he died, and then the next thing they did was come out with this, I was very irate. Okay, I was like, how could you? You're selling out, you're doing the Samsung thing. Like, why would you even invent a device that needs a stylus? I feel like you're setting us back as a brand. And you see I'm saying us, okay? I feel like you're setting us back as a brand. After I got my iPad, I tried 2 other stylus from Amazon. They were very like the generic stylus that, you know, they still charge with the C-shaped charger or whatever. But they just did not, they wasn't giving what they supposed to have gave, and I kept losing them, right? Because they were only like $20-$30. I would always lose them. I lost both of them. One, I'm pretty sure I threw away. The other one, I don't know. One was like lived inside of my couch for months. Okay, I thought it was lost, but I said, you know what? I'm gonna get an Apple Pencil. I got it off Amazon. But I said, I'm going to invest the money and get an Apple Pencil. I think I paid like $90 for it or $89 for it or something like that. Close to $100 because I knew they averaged to be about $100. And I went ahead and I got it. And the very first thing that stuck out to me was the weight. This is a very heavy stylus. And it feels good to hold in the hand. Okay? It feels good to hold. And that was the first thing for me. I was like, oh, it's heavy. I knew I wasn't going to lose it because it's the Apple Pencil. It's expensive. But it was very heavy. And the magnets meshed better with my iPad than the magnets did on the other two pencils or other two styluses. Styli? So that was the first thing that stood out to me was the weight. There's just something about the weight of this pencil. It feels very, what's the word I'm looking for? Natural to hold it in your hand, to switch it around, to use it. It feels very natural. It feels way better. The second thing that kind of like made me really want to stick by and see and really experiment with this pencil is the fact that, you know, Apple Pencils have it to where if you're writing like this, your hand touching the screen doesn't mess up. It has some type of whatever control. Those other two styluses didn't. That just wasn't a part of their technological mainframe, okay? But this, I can hold my hand down on the iPad like this and write, and it's not gonna mess up anything that I'm doing. And I couldn't do that with those other two pencils. And also the tapping sound. Now I do have a silicone cover over the tip of my pencil right now. So that's how the pencil looks like without the silicone cover. And I have the silicone cover on top. But this is a more recent thing because I was just rocking it out with my white pencil for a long time before I put this silicone case on it. But the tapping sound of the end of this stylus is addicting. I don't know. It just did something for me. It made me feel important. Because that's the sound I always heard with like other people in the office had an iPencil. And they would use their stylus and it was just always this constant tapping sound. And I'd be like, for whatever reason, that is so cool. I don't know what that is about. I don't know if that's a marketing strategy. I don't know what the psychological reference for that is. But the tapping, I always like the tapping. I just feel like anything could tap. Everything don't tap like how Apple Pencil tap. Don't do it. So yeah, I got this pencil. Again, it uses the C-shaped charger. And I got this silicone case off Amazon. Obviously, it's pink. I didn't know if I wanted one that looked exactly like a pencil or one that looked like a pen, like the really big ones look like a pen. But I opted on like this medium sized one. Like it is a bit of like, it does add a bit of girth to the pencil. I will say that because it's not this thick at all. And I want to take the case off and show y'all, but like I struggled for 2 days trying to get this silicone cover on this pencil. So I won't be doing that. But there is a version of the Apple Pencil where the top comes off, like completely off. And there's like a little fast lightning USB charger situation where you can plug it into something and charge it. But I also got this one because you have to read to know which generation of iPencil works with what iPad. I didn't know that was like a real thing where all pencils don't work with all iPads, but that is a truth thing. And so I know the 10th gen iPad for whatever reason was only capable with like a certain whatever generation of pencil, even though the pencils came out first, I think. I don't know. But yeah, this is definitely a unnecessary purchase. If you do a lot of writing, planning, drawing, coloring, playing games, reading, editing, anything, you want to have a stylus like this, preferably an Apple Pencil. I'm just gonna say you want to have an Apple Pencil. It just makes your life so much better and easier because those other two were not doing what this pencil was doing for me. Like once I get done filming this video, I'm gonna go edit this video with this pencil. Okay. And of course, I'm gonna say the next unnecessary purchase that is an Apple product, but you may not need it, is the phone I'm filming on. Okay. So I'm gonna say maybe, I know a lot of people say that you can film with an iPhone 8 and up. Okay, because of the camera quality. I don't have an iPhone 8, even though I would love a phone with a button. If you got one, let me know. I'll buy it off of you. But I will say that like I have opted to film with my phones more, and I have been filming with my phone since maybe iPhone 8, maybe, because there is no 9. We went straight to X, which is 10. So like that was the jump for me. And I've been filming with my phone basically this entire time off of a phone with a button. But since then, I was convinced that I don't need a camera to film, even though I've had cameras before and I have cameras now. It's just so much easier for me to film on my phone, and there's so many people on YouTube that already film on their phones and don't have any other type of equipment, and they're doing just fine, if not better than me. There are many people that are actually doing better than me that film off of a camera. I mean, off of a iPhone. So you can say that it's unnecessary. You can say that there are other phones with better camera quality. I hear you. But when I watch videos in comparison to like, and then I'm using my front camera. I'm not even using my back camera right now, and it's still 4K quality. But there have been times that I've watched videos from my camera and watched videos from my phone, or I know that my clips are going back and forth between my phone and my camera, and I can tell the difference in the quality. But the main thing that I can tell the difference between is like the zooming. That's it. Other than that, it feels the same to me. It feels the same. So that's why it's still been kind of hard for me to break away from filming with my my phone in terms of vlogging to film with my actual camera. But yeah, necessary purchase for me, especially if you're an Apple girl and all of your tech things are Apple. Y'all just saw all the things I have, plus computers, you know what I'm saying? The way that the system integrates is seamless. And for me, it's easier, it's better. Everybody around me has iPhones, so it's also better in terms of like sharing things. Like I work in politics, but I work on a team full of millennials, literally. Like nobody is older than 55 maybe, and that's a stretch, and everybody else under that is like 32 and under, so there's even a huge gap, right? Well, I guess that's Gen X, but intergenerational led organization, right? So like everybody is super young, and we are constantly sharing information through our Apple devices by like airdropping and bumping the phones together, and like, you know what I'm saying, sharing stuff to the TV. Like it's just easier for us, or sharing stuff to other Apple devices. Like I want to Apple Cast my stuff to my laptop. It's just easier. And I know that Samsung probably has solutions for all that type of stuff too, but this is not a Samsung household. So those are my unnecessary Apple purchases that I think that if you are interested in any of those products, then you should try them. I'm not getting paid by Apple to tell y'all this. You know, this is a place where you come get a real review, because nobody's paying me to say nothing on the channel yet. And when they do start trying to pay me, I'm still going to give y'all the real tea. But those are the products that I have, that I use, that I think are necessary or unnecessary. Of course, they're all luxury products. It's a luxury to have all these things. You don't need them to live, obviously. But if you're going to splurge and get something that may be kind of viewed as unnecessary, these are the products that I deem to be unnecessary purchases. This is your second reminder to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every time I post a video on this channel. And also follow me on all forms of social media at Hannahburnellw, except for TikTok at Hannahburnellw2. And I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.
Down, I think about you all day, mommy. I know I'm a pit bull, but darling, mommy.